Zig-Zag Rolling Papers presents Rolling with Roux and Catfish and the Bottlemen. Join the inner circle in our exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and performances.
Hi, I'm Roux and I'm going to be answering some of your questions today. Colourless X. I don't think I'm a bad dancer. I think that I'm not trained in dance in any way, and I think that sometimes I find it funny when people ask me questions like, where did you learn your dance moves and stuff? I don't learn them. There's just certain songs, certain tracks make me want to do certain dance moves. Like the first record makes me want to move in a different way to this record, for instance. And yeah, so I can give myself a bit of a hard time sometimes. We kind of have started writing for the third record. The last two records I made, I kind of almost designed them in my mind first, and knew how I wanted them to sound, and I knew exactly what the references were. This one I've been kind of doing a bit of writing, or doing a bit of playing and singing and just kind of gathering thoughts, and then realising where it's going through it sort of telling me, and then listening to music in a way after that, rather than listening to music and trying to put that music into my music. Obviously I'm much more independent now as well, and I don't have any kind of battles to fight with anyone, which is very refreshing. Yeah, I think it'll feel a lot freer, and it's a lot more soulful. I mean, obviously my first record is like the edgiest record most people could make, and definitely that I could ever make. And I think as time goes on, there'll always be an energy and there'll always be an edge to what I do, but I think what I feel like I want to do at the moment is be a lot freer, a lot not soulful in a classic way. I'm not saying I'm going to go and make a soul record full of ballads or whatever, and work with Rick Rubin. This is not my vibe. I'll always want it to be futuristic. I want this record to be, I want this record to be a lot more innovative, but still very free, and have the classic emotion of soul, but still feel very futuristic and innovative. I don't really want to go back over old ground at all musically. Quinn, I own several toothbrushes because I go on tour a lot, but I only tend to use one at a time. I guess I've always felt slightly different, I guess partly because of my sort of sexual stance, where other people have just sort of accepted this is the way things are. I've never really been able to just accept things the way they are. Obviously there's been a lot of misunderstanding about who makes the music and who does what in Roux and stuff like that, and I've always found that quite difficult, because it doesn't seem to matter how many times in modern times you say that you play all the instruments and that you write so many of the parts, and in fact nearly all of the parts, and then play them all as well. It doesn't matter how much you say it, somebody will always write, and then the bloke did it all. And it's very weird. I'm proud to be different in the fact that I'm not ashamed to say what I do and what I can do myself, and that I do those things. And obviously there are a lot of people in my position, especially in pop music, who don't seem to care to want to either. Roux_music, I know who most of these people are as well. I think we've got incredible fans, actually. Something I really like about my fans is that they hold the same principles as me. So if I do something that isn't always sometimes quite in line, or they think that doesn't seem like you, they can have a real go at me for it, and I kind of like that, because I feel like I've sort of helped them be like that. And I don't really like fan bases that aren't like that, that'll kind of let artists get away with anything and everything. I quite like it when your fans are a little bit hardcore about what they like you doing and what they don't like you doing.
Rolling with Roux and Catfish and the Bottlemen. 10 exclusive behind-the-scenes videos. 1 intimate live performance that you could be part of. See candid, unscripted footage of life on the road. Unseen live performances and interviews. Go to proudtobedifferent.co.uk and enter for your chance to win tickets to the most exclusive event this summer. Zig-Zag Rolling Papers, because we're proud to be different.